Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I've got two awesome pairs of shoes from Vivobarefoot to review. I have the Winter Tracker 2 SG and the Magna SG. Short story, I had these shoes in a different color. I went for a hike, they got completely soaked, my feet were miserable the entire way. So I actually wound up returning them and getting these for the waterproof factor. And then I realized after I had these, I really missed these for the use case of them being a lot lighter. So I actually wound up getting another pair. Let's go through the ins and outs of each and which one I prefer. So these shoes are both from Vivobarefoot. So if you're looking for a shoe to tackle cold weather, muddy terrain, serious hikes, you've probably come across these two. So let's dive right in and see which one's right for you. The Tracker Winter 2 is designed to look like a classic hiking boot, but with the Vivobarefoot twist. A wide toe box, flexible sole, and minimal drop. It's made from high quality leather, it features a lighter ankle collar for protection and a thermal insole for added warmth. The Magna SG, on the other hand, is a modern take on a hiking shoe. SG stands for soft ground, indicating its focus for muddy, wet, and loose terrain. It features a knitted ankle sock collar, a robust sole lug pattern, and a sporty silhouette. Both shoes embody Vivobarefoot's commitment to sustainably sourced and recycled materials. The Tracker Winter 2 upper is a premium leather with a breathable membrane, while the Magna SG uses a combination of breathable mesh, water-repellent fabrics, and a knit collar for a sock-like fit. The leather on the Tracker Winter 2 typically needs a bit of maintenance. Think conditioning and waterproofing treatments if you're in very wet conditions like I am in Oregon. The Magna SG's synthetic and knit materials handle moisture well and tend to dry faster. As far as waterproofing goes, these say that they're water resistant, the Magna SG. I've found in real life they're not that water resistant, especially when it comes to muddy terrain like I'm encountering in Oregon. They soak through really quick and can really make your hike miserable if you're on a long hike and they get completely soaked. These, on the other hand, say waterproof on them, and they are waterproof from what I've seen. I was hiking yesterday for about 3 hours in torrential rain, and my feet didn't get wet at all, which is awesome from a hiking boot, and the whole reason I bought them in the first place. As you can see in this thumbnail clip, perform great in snow and in completely soaked conditions. The leather upper here is completely soaked, but no water is getting through. I can assure you of that because I would have been miserable hiking the whole time if it was. Where the whole reason I returned the Magna SG in the first place is because I was hiking in rainy conditions, the entire upper soaked completely through, and my feet were miserable for the rest of the hike. That being said, for drier conditions around the summer and fall time here in Oregon, these are definitely my go-to shoe. They're so much lighter, they feel great on your feet, and they're just a great performing all-around shoe. The weight of these two shoes vary significantly, which is one of the reasons I love Vivobarefoot boots. They're very light and agile and feel very good on your feet. These are around 250 grams, a lot lighter than these, which weigh in at 510 grams. I think for the use case when you're looking at weight, you have to weigh the pros and cons. So yesterday when I got out to the hike, I brought both of these there and decided to use these because it was actually torrentially raining, and I'm really glad I did because I would have been miserable hiking 9 miles in these. My feet would have been completely soaked, where I decided to use these instead, and they performed fantastically, except for a little blister I got on the left lateral part of my foot, which is probably more of a gait issue on my part than an actual defect in the shoe itself. So the Magna SG is noticeably lighter in hand and on foot, something to keep in mind if you value a more agile feel. When it comes to comfort, both deliver that signature Vivobarefoot feel. Zero drop, wide toe box, and super flexible. The Winter Tracker 2 has a more traditional boot construction, giving you a secure, snug fit around the ankle. You also get the removable thermal insole, which is great for cold weather hikes like here in Oregon. The Magna SG feels lighter and more flexible. The sock-like collar wraps around your ankle for a close fit, and it doesn't have the same lockdown feel as a fully laced leather boot. It's more akin to a trail runner with high traction. If you're heading into sub-freezing temperatures or snowy conditions, the Tracker Winter 2 is definitely your best bet. Its thermal insole and higher cut help keep your feet warmer and drier. The Magna SG can feel cold, especially when it gets wet. Both of these shoes perform really well in soft conditions, especially when it's really muddy outside, have a very similar sole on the bottom. Vivobarefoot generally runs true to size, but always check their sizing chart. Some people size up half a size for the Tracker Winter 2 to accommodate for thicker socks. Meanwhile, the Magna SG2 tends to fit a lot snugger. Vivobarefoot shoes are not cheap, reflecting their premium materials and sustainable approach. Tracker Winter 2 typically runs a bit higher in price than the Magna SG, though you might find deals on seasonal sales. If cold weather performance and a traditional aesthetic are top priorities, the Tracker Winter 2 can be well worth it. If you need a more lighter, more flexible shoe tailored to muddy or soft ground, the Magna SG might offer a better value. So which barefoot boot should you pick? If you prioritize warmth, waterproofness, a slightly sturdier build, and a classic boot look, go for the Tracker Winter 2, especially in colder climates. But if you're after agility, fast drying, good traction, then the Magna SG is going to be for you. Keep in mind the weight difference too. These are about half the weight of these and they feel as such too. In the end, both are high quality minimalist options that let your feet move naturally. It just depends on the environments you're going to face and the style you prefer. Thanks for watching, everyone. If this comparison helped, hit that like button and consider subscribing for more barefoot shoe reviews. Let me know in the comments which you choose, the Tracker Winter 2 or the Magna SG, and why. Happy trails, and I'll see you in the next video.